Welcome to what I hope will be an opportunity for personal growth to all who join me today. My name is Jenna Castle, and in my life I've assumed several different titles and numerous roles. But today I simply wish to share with you some exciting ideas in order to help us all to grow. For when we open ourselves to growth at a personal level, we enhance our ability to more fully experience our lives. These ideas come from many rich sources. However, the main resources used to formulate this presentation, which I highly recommend, include an audio program entitled Freedom from Fear by Reverend Mary Boggs of the Living Enrichment Institute, a book entitled Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers, Life is an Attitude by Elwood N. Chapman, and finally, Peace, Love, and Healing by Dr. Bernie S. Siegel. I'd like to begin by telling you a story. There once were 3 brick masons working together on a building. A little boy happened by and asked the first brick mason, "What are you doing?" Without even looking up, he responded, "I'm laying bricks." The little boy approached the second brick mason and asked him, "What are you doing?" The second brick mason looked kindly at the boy and said, "I'm building a wall." The little boy approached the third brick mason and asked the same question, "What are you doing?" The brick mason faced him squarely and replied with enthusiasm and obvious pride, "I am building a beautiful cathedral." Now, if this little boy approached you and asked you, "What are you doing?" how would you respond? Do you feel as though you simply lay bricks, or do you retain the original joy and enthusiasm of your life choices? Do you simply go through your routine in an unconscious manner, or do you always keep in the forefront of your mind a vision of your beautiful cathedral? Our minds are very powerful tools. How we experience our life's work, and indeed our lives, is to a great degree a function of what we tell ourselves. You see, the man laying bricks performs the very same task as the man who is building a beautiful cathedral. But his inner experience was quite different. We do have the power to affect our own perspective and therefore our internal experience of external events. Expectation is another very powerful determiner of events. I'd like to share a story with you about a young man who took the Scholastic Aptitude Test, the SAT, as part of the college entrance procedures. When he received his test scores back, he saw the number 98 on the paper. Well, he was quite distressed and concerned about his ability to succeed in college with an IQ as low as 98. But he did go to college. His first term, he received D's and F's. His second term was no better, and the dean called him in for a conference. The dean warned him that if his performance continued at this poor level, he would be asked to leave the school. "Well, what do you expect?" replied the young man. "I only have an IQ of 98. The dean took out the file and explained to the young man, "You don't have an IQ of 98. You scored in the 98th percentile. That means that your score was equal to or better than 98% of the students in all of North America." Well, the next term, that student pulled a 4.0 grade point average. The only thing that had changed were his expectations. Another example of how powerful expectations are in determining events was shown in a research project conducted in San Francisco. 3 teachers had been brought into the principal's office and told, "You 3 teachers are the best teachers in this whole school. We've decided to reward your performance by giving you each 30 of the best students." These teachers were asked, "Don't tell any of the students or the parents about this." At the end of the year, it was found that these students tested significantly higher than all of the students not only in the school, but in the entire district. The teachers were brought in again. They were informed that this had been an experiment and that the students had actually been selected at random. Well, the teachers were amazed, and they could explain the high scores only by the fact that they were, after all, the best teachers. Well, then the researchers informed them, actually, we put all the teachers' names in a hat, and yours were the 3 that were pulled. This was a double-blind study, with the only factor not being controlled for being expectations.